Good day, Dr. Candido G. Tito Jr. My name is Derwin Gadiane and
I am Macatunog.
so we are here to present our demonstration about the properties of materials, specifically to the grade 5 learners. So without further ado, let's start.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
So, how are you today?
We're fine, sir.
Okay, that's great. So, please stand up for our prayer. So, I will call Margie to lead the prayer.
Let's pray, classmates, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All for thee, my God, in Jesus.
All for thee, amen. Bless God, Holy Spirit, amen.
Okay, thank you, Margie. And please remain stand for our energizer. Please sit down, class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So kids, allow me to first check your attendance. So if your name are called, please say present. Catherine?
Present, sir.
Okay. Margie?
Present, sir.
Okay. Sprewell?
Present, sir.
Okay. Juliet?
Present, sir.
Okay. Genevieve?
Present, sir.
Okay. Geraldine?
Present, sir.
Okay. So I can see that everyone is here for the attendance of today's meeting. So clap your hands, please. Okay, class, who among you here still remember what we learned yesterday?
Sir,
Okay, Catherine.
so our topic that we discussed last meeting was all about the properties of mothers.
Okay, that's correct. Now, who can tell me the properties or the types of matter? Juliet? How about Genevieve?
Types of matters are consist of solid, liquid, gas, and the new type of matter is plasma.
Okay, great. So now I have a picture here of things found in our houses. So let me put it first. So I have here the pictures of things found in our home. So name each picture and tell me according to what are they made from. So here's the first image. So what do you think is this case?
It's furniture.
Yes, Marcia.
I think, sir, it is a set of furniture and it's made of wood.
Okay, that's good. How about the second picture?
Me, sir.
Spread.
Sir, it is a fabric, sir, and it's made of cotton and silk.
Very good. Now the third picture is. How about this? What is this? Geraldine.
Sir, it is a utensil that it's made of metal.
Great. How about this in the middle? Catherine.
Oh, it is a slipper, and it is made up of rubber.
Correct. Now the last picture is anyone? How about you, Sprill, again?
I think, sir, it is a picture, sir. I think that are probably plastic or glass.
Great. Now give a round of applause to everyone. Okay, class. We have an activity here. Activity 1, which is group work. Now, here's the instruction. So, study the picture assigned to your group and write 3 words that describe the object. So, here's the group 1. Materials made of metals. Group 2. Materials made of wood. Group 3. Materials made of glass. And group 4 is materials made of rubbers, and the last is materials made of glass. So I will give you 5 minutes to answer the activity 1. Respond.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, kids, time's up. So pass your papers. So now we are done with our activity 1. Let's start our discussion. So for today's discussion class, we are going to talk about properties of materials. So let's define what is the properties of materials. So, Joy, Julian, can you read the definition?
Properties of materials. The term material also refers to the substances from which a product is made. Manufacturers are familiar with the properties of the materials they use. Below are some simple properties of materials found in products that are used at home.
Thank you. So it is indeed that all the materials have different properties. So let me show here the tables of examples of the properties of materials. So here are the materials: the metals, glass, ceramics, plastics, rubber, wood, and fabric cloth. So these materials can be found or seen inside our home. So I am sure that you are familiar with all of these products.
Yes, sir.
So the first material is metals. So the properties of metals are conductors, strong, malleable, and magnetic properties. So, let me explain first the definition of the first property, conductors. So, by the class, conductor or electrical conductor is a substance or a material that allows electricity to flow through it. So, it is important. Take note that when you are handling a metal, please make sure that you are not in the near of the electricity, because that's dangerous. Okay, sir. Okay, so the next is strong. So strong, and I know that it is understandable. So strong is to be able to withstand great force or pressure. The next is malleable. So it is also called moldable. So malleability is a physical properties of metals that defines their ability to be hammered and pressed or rolled into the sheets, into thin sheets, and without breaking. So in other words, it is the property of a metal to deform under compression and take on a new shape. So a new shape rather. So metals are malleable. And next is magnetic properties. So a magnet is a rock or a piece of metal that can pull or push a certain types of metal toward itself. So I know that you have already seen any kind of magnet, right?
Yes.
So here are the example of metals, the products. So can you read this pretty well?
Products: metal pots, fans, electrical wires, pop locks, refrigerator, magnetic holders.
Very good. So that products can be seen in our houses or in our environment. So the next material is glass. So the glass has only one property, which is transparency. So transparency is if an object or materials is transparent, it means that light can completely passes through it and you can see clearly through it. And products here, example of products here is Geraldine. Please read.
Window panes, panels, vehicle window, and light bulbs.
Great. So the next is ceramics. Now the properties of ceramics are insulators and highly durable. So insulators is materials that do not conduct heat or electricity or does not allow heat or electricity to pass through are known as insulators. So insulators are the opposite of conductors. Now the next is highly durable or durable. So durable means something able to withstand wear or pressure or damage. So it is similar to strong. Now the products of ceramics are the following. Please read, Margie.
Cover the entire exterior of space, shuttle, bases, figurines, cups, and mugs.
So here's the example. Interior of the space. So the interior of the space shuttle can withstand the heat around in the outer space. So next is plastics. The properties are heat insulation, durable, lightweight, corrosion resistance, and waterproof. See, so heat insulation. Insulation. So materials that do not conduct heat or electricity or does not allow heat or electricity to pass through are known as insulators. So as I said earlier, it is the opposite of conductor. So now here's the example of our products of plastics. Yes, Genevieve.
Styrofoam, car parts, synthetic fibers, toys, and nylon.
Yes, very good. So let me introduce my partners to discuss the remaining topic.
Okay, thank you, Derwin. Class, let's proceed for our next material. So we have here rubber. So the properties of rubber, we have here flexible, elasticity, and electrical resistance. So the definition of flexible is able to bend or to bend easily without breaking. And we have here elasticity. So the elasticity is the ability of an object or material to resume its normal shape after being stretched or compressed. And next is the electrical resistance. So it's a measure of the opposition of the current flow in electrical circuit. So here's the product of rubber. So please read Geraldine.
Belts, hoses, gaskets,
versatile heat and electricity resistance. So when we see versatile, able to adapt or be adapted to many different functions or activities. And next is heat and electricity resistance. So heat and electricity resistance is when we see heat is the transfer of kinetic energy from one medium or object to another, or from an energy. So energy source to a medium or object. And when we see electricity resistance is a force that counteracts the flow of current. So here's the products of wood. Please read this experiment.
The products of wood are chairs, tables, cooking wares, and furniture.
Thank you, Spirit. So the products of wood is chairs, table, cooking wares, and furniture. And lastly, the materials of fabric or cloth. So the properties of fabric or cloth is absorbent, flexible, and soft. So when we see absorbent is any material capable of retaining liquid within its molecular fabrics or boundaries. So next is flexible. So as I said earlier, flexible is bend or so as I said earlier, flexible is able to bend or to bend easily without breaking. And lastly is soft. So when we say soft, it is easy to mold, cut, compress, or fold. So here's the products of fabric or clothes. Please read, Margie.
Products of fabric or cloth. Curtains, glass, pants, and towels.
Thank you, Margie. So that's all our discussion today, and I hope you understand, class.
Yes,
Yes,
Okay, very good. So okay, now we will proceed to our activity.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So here's our activity. So first question is, why is towel used to dry up our body after bathing? Anyone? Okay, Geraldine.
Towel is used to dry up our body from body because it absorbs water.
Very good. So very good, Geraldine. So towel is used to dry up our body from bathing because it absorbs water. So next question is, what do you call materials that do not absorb water?
me, sir.
Yes, Steven.
Glass, sir. It is used to make windows, bottles, and eyeglasses because it is transparent.
Very good. So materials that do not absorb water are waterproof.
Yes.
So here's the next question. Why is glass used to make windows, bottles, and eyeglasses? Anyone? Yes. Yes, Martin.
Glass is used to make windows, bottles, and eyeglasses because it is transparent, sir.
Yes, it is transparent. So, next question is, why do we need to take prepare in handling materials made of glass? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes, Catherine.
because it can injure us.
Yes. So, we need to take extra careful in handling materials made of glass because they are brittle and might cause of accident. So, here's the next question. Why are materials made of wood used to make tables, chairs, and doors? Anyone?
Me, sir.
Yes, Spirit.
Materials that are made of wood are used to make tables, chairs, and doors because they are stiff and hard. They can't be bent easily.
Very good. So, materials made of wood are used to make tables, chairs, and doors because they are stiff and hard and they can be bent easily. So, next question is, what do you call materials that can be bent easily? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes, Joy Pagkatima.
materials that can be bent easily are elastic and flexible.
Very good, Joy. So, materials that can be bent easily are elastic and flexible. So, here's our last question. So, why do we use casserole, pan, and pots made of metal in cooking of wood? Yes, Marty.
We use casserole, pan, and pots made of metal and cooking out food because they can allow heat to pass through them. They do not heat serve.
Very good. So, we use a casserole, pan, and pots made of metal in cooking of food because they can allow heat to pass through them. So, they cannot heat. So, that's it, class. And what have you learned today? Anyone?
Me, sir.
Yes, experiment.
What I have learned today is materials have different properties according to their uses. These properties are hardness, softness, brittleness, absorbent, waterproof, flexibility, durability, transparent, conductor of heat or electricity, and insulator of heat or electricity.
Very good, experiment. So, please clap our hand. So it is helpful for you in learning this lesson.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will call Geraldine.
Yes, sir, it is helpful because this will help us to recognize what materials are safe to handle to avoid accidents, since all of the materials can be found in our houses.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Geraldine. Please clap our hand. So now, please proceed for our assessment. So here's our assessment. So the instruction is identify the property of each material used at home. So you can choose the best answer from the words inside the parentheses. So please give one more sheet of paper and put the correct answer in your sheets. So I will give you 10 minutes to answer this activity.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, time's up, and please pass your paper to the front. Okay, very good class. So, okay, for your assignment class, so all you need to do is list down 5 materials which you can find in your home and identify the property of each material. So reminder, do not include examples used into this lesson. So that's all class, and I hope you have learned a lot today. So please stand up for our closing prayer. And Margie, please lead the prayer.
Let us pray.
In Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
All for my God, Jesus.
All for me, amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen.
Goodbye.